Meteorologist Joe Bastardi, your daily update, and we've got this system that's off the eastern seaboard, the entrained remnants of TD3, and that's moving off to the northeast here. In the Atlantic, we're starting to see a stronger African wave train beginning to develop, and there's big changes going on in Western Europe that will probably influence this for a while. And what happens is you see all this dust that is coming off Africa, but the waves are making more of an indentation in the dust. Now this is just dry air behind a trough that's coming through. But what's going to happen is that trough is going to cool Western Europe down dramatically, change the pressure pattern in there, and when it does, we'll probably see a diminishing of this dust over the next week to 10 days. And one of these waves, the European, as one of these waves trying to break through. You can see it in the precipitation pattern. The GFS doesn't see that, but the point is there are major changes taking place hemispherically, and I'm about to show you how the European heat wave is going to be, I'm not going to say cause, but the evolution of the pattern out of the European heat wave is going to lead to a big cool shot into the east yet again. Here's the precipitation. You can see it's still dry, the main development regions, but we got a lot of action here off the southeast coast of the United States, and with cool air coming back into the United States, you have to watch. When you're in August and September, because the ocean water temperatures are their highest then, if you have cool air and high pressure over the United States, it leads to natural convergence in here. So these systems that can't get through earlier in the year, they come through and they're still weak, but they start amplifying. You saw a little bit of that with what happened with TD3. Now, here's what the 500 millibar initial looks like. And so what's happening is you had a strong ridge north-south in Europe, and all this warm water off the west coast of Europe, plus the Saharan air came in and set up what is hottest. They claim it's the hottest ever in Paris, which is may very well be. It was 108. 1947 it hit 104, but Paris, like most cities, is different from 1947 than what it is now, right? A lot more concrete around, and you got to look at the siting, but it was boiling hot in Europe. That ridge, this undercuts that ridge, and so the ridge starts coming up towards Scandinavia, and then it starts backing up. Now the current 5 days, you see this negative right here, that is a good pattern for a lot of warmth, especially over the northeast. See that blue right there? But when this comes back, you get the opposite situation. So what happens is, if you look at the 6 to 10, and then the 8 to 13, that positive is back here, and what happens? A big trough in the eastern part of the United States, yet again, and this is the second time the GFS has beaten the tar out of the European on week 2. I mean, I can't put the European up, but yeah, it might be a new day and age that the GFS is a better model. They upgraded it, and it's doing a good job. I want to review what's going on in Europe here. This is the next 7 days, beginning, let's see, 0Z this evening. What time is that over there? Midnight, I guess. So it's cooler than normal, friends. Look at this cold and run. Now, as meteorologically, as big a headline is the amount of cold that's been over Russia. It gets very warm here, and the cold comes down, and no one's saying boo about that. Look at this week 2. Holy smokes. Starts warming up again in Europe, as you can see over here, in Western Europe. But boy, that is something. Here's the U.S. over the last week. If I can put the European on from 15 days ago, it showed this week being very warm all here, and just a little touch of cool here. So it busted very, very badly. And that pattern may repeat itself in week 2. Now here's the GFS, which may be overcooled here in the front 5 days. We're going to warm it up more than what it says over here. But when we go to week 2, this is what it's showing now. And here's your precipitation. Again, for you tropical fanatics, and I'm a tropical fanatic, this area here is interesting in that something could arrive from the southeast, amplify this. You get a lot of cool air over the United States. So that's something to be watching. I'll tell you, Barry, and even though I don't really think it should have been labeled as a TD3 there, Barry in that particular feature may be showing you what may happen later on, except stronger because the water temperatures are warmer and the height of the hurricane season. The real hurricane season in the old days used to begin August 15th. And August 15th to October 15th, 75% of your named storms occurred. So this could be interesting with these features trying to develop in closer to the United States. And that's in line with our Weatherbell preseason outlook. So naturally, I'm going to plug that. Okay, that's it for now. Enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.